Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be taking a look at TAO. I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research before investing money into crypto. So let's take a look at TAO. This is an article on CoinMarketCap. TAO nears breakout threshold close above $480. This signals imminent surge for Bittensor. So here are a few key points. TAO eyes daily close above $480, which was the headline there. And this is a potential sign that is telling us we're going to see a breakout and a further rally. And Bittensor halving is in around 40 days with 65% staked supply fuel momentum, with subnets doubling to 32. And the subnets are, you could think of them as the parachains on Polkadot's ecosystem. AI utility drives TAO's edge, 45% user growth, targeting 600 to 650 on channel invalidation. And on top of all of this, Bittensor is the #1 AI coin in the space. So if we go to the cryptocurrency rankings and we go to more and we select AI, Bittensor is the #1 coin. Used to be Near Protocol. I do hold both Near and Bittensor, but Near Protocol fell off by quite a bit. Near dumped below 2.8 billion market cap, while Bittensor is around 5 billion. So it's holding strong, and we're gonna jump into their Twitter page just quickly. 167,000 followers, and they have constant updates. Here they're touring China, and they're going to different universities and schools teaching about crypto in Shenzhen University and then in the University of Hong Kong of Science and Technology. So they're really out there, and a lot of people are very bullish on this, including Alex Becker. He's very bullish on Bittensor, and the daily volume here is sitting at $500 million, which is pretty impressive. And let's take a look at the circulating supply, sitting at 48.6% out of the total 21 million. Now what we can do to verify this, as always, we can go to cryptorank.io and we type in TAO. It's the wrong language. There we go. And we can take a look at this section over here. So $4.63 billion, that's the market cap we have. The fully diluted market cap would be sitting at $10.1 billion. Around 46% of the supply is circulating. See, the stats here are slightly different. The all-time high market cap is $5.4 billion. The all-time high was $756. Okay, so it's relatively the same with CoinMarketCap. Now, if we open up the chart here, this is the weekly. What we can identify immediately is a strong resistance at around $700 to $710. We ran into that level in March 2024, and then once again in December 2024. Now we dropped around 80% since that December top, and we bottomed at $167. This was an incredible buying opportunity. And then since then, we've kind of been printing these higher highs and higher lows. So right now, what we're doing is we're printing another high, and the next low should be hopefully, ideally, above this high from September. So what we're looking at here as well is this support trend line that we've been holding for the past few months. So we hit this in April 2025, and then once again in September and in October, and now we're bouncing off. So every time we hit this yellow trend line, we have a bounce to the upside. The next time around, we could have another bounce, potentially taking us to this strong resistance, which we've hit twice already, as I stated before. And of course, breaking this all-time high would cause massive surge of volume, because people are going to be buying into the coin because it's pumping, right? That's what all the newbies do. They buy things and coins that pump, and it's going to go into uncharted territories, of course, after that. And then you could, it only God knows where it would top. But what we can do is we can potentially predict where the top would be based on these Fibonacci levels. So we take the low from April, March 2025, and we take this high from March 2024, and we get a 1.618 target at around $1,500. So right over here, 1,568. From where we are right now, that is a 222% move to the upside, which is not impossible. So going up by 3x, the market cap would probably be at around 15 billion, which again is not a lot if we're talking about an alt season. And if we zoom out even more, you can see the price back in 2023 was below $50. So we're not going to be using any of these lower points to set up a fib. We're going to be using these April and March 2024 spots. So that's your technical target at 1,560. Of course, you have multiple fibs below that, the 1.414 at 1,190, and then you have the 1.272, our minimal target at 990. So once we break through the all-time high for the first time, your minimal target at the very least is going to be the 1.272. From there, we can either continue pumping depending on how bullish the move is, or we can come down and recuperate and calm down and cool off for a bit before the next move to the upside. Okay, that's the bullish scenario. The bearish scenario, of course, is that we start losing this support and then we start crashing and we end up at our April lows. Of course, that would be a very good buying opportunity. So if you're buying Bittensor into Bittensor for the long term, I would say that like below $150 is an incredible price. And again, this is the #1 AI coin at the moment. So this is not some low cap AI coin that's sitting below $1 million market cap. This project is massive at this point. So let me know, what are your thoughts on Bittensor? If you're looking to secure some good buying positions, I would target the golden ratio here at $415. And that's not too low, obviously. You had a chance here to get in below 250 at the beginning of October when that flash crash happened. But you can look through all of these fib levels here and you can set up buy limit orders at each one of them. The lower you go, the more you buy, obviously. So 355 at the 0.5, 0.382 fib would give us a 304 price tag, and then $250 at the 0.236 fib. And notice how we're bouncing off this 0.382 and the 0.5 quite a lot. So the golden ratio is where we're most likely to come back if we have any sort of corrections. And this would be a really good area to dollar cost average into Bittensor. Anything below that would be an even better buying opportunity. So that's about it on my end. Let me know, what are your thoughts on the project? What are your expected prices at the end of the cycle? In my opinion, the cycle is not over. Of course, if we have a massive crash in 2 weeks, we don't know in advance what is going to happen. But at the moment, from what I'm seeing from the on-chain data that's telling us smart money has bought in during the dip, and with the printing that's going to be happening in the United States very, very soon, I don't think the bull market is over. Let me know, what are your thoughts. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.